Hello, good evening, and you're all very welcome to the University of Limerick Sports Arena for the Tipperary Ladies Football Senior B County Final between Clonmel Commercials and Templemore. Both teams out in the field. This is the first of 5 games we'll be covering this weekend. So we'll just take a look at the teams. We'll start with Clonmel Commercials and go as selected. Nadine Mullery is in goal. Full back line, Tanya Peters, Betty Barlow, who'll captain the team, and Kate Barlow. Sally Quinlivan, Niamh Mackey and Ciara Corbett make up the half-back line. Centre of the field, Rachel O'Dwyer and Courtney Lonergan. Aoife Campion, Anna Carey and Eva Fennessy are the half-forward line. And Sarah Ryan, Saoirse McKeever and Aisling Daly are in the full-forward line. The Templemore team, in goal, Ruth Johnson. The full-back line, Maria Connolly, Iris Kaiser, Eva Ormond. Erin Burke, Maria Curley and Grania Gleeson are in the half-back line. Centre of the field, Nessa Towie back from injury from the semi-final, and Elaine Fitzpatrick. Jill Johnson, Anya Delaney, another one back from injury from the last day, and Danny Ryan. Kate Delaney, Katie Burke and Anya Greaves are in the full-forward line. So that's the two teams. Still waiting on Davy Grogan, the referee, to come out in the field. As I said, it's the first 5 games that we're going to be covering this weekend. Tomorrow, Junior B County Final kicks it off in Sean Tracy Park between Gortnahoe, Glengould and Silvermines, and then the Junior A between McCarthy Burris and Mullinahone. Be a case of Willie Flynn versus Paul Kelly after their antics at our preview show last night. And on Sunday, the intermediate at 12:30 in Latin between Ardfinnan and Galtee Rovers. And then after that, we have the showpiece of the weekend. We have the senior final between Brian Bruce and Aherlow. That's all to look forward to over the next couple of days. So a great weekend of football ahead. And just as the teams go through their final preparations there, we'll go to a commercial break and join us back there in a couple of minutes. And Just to let you know, there's a delay in the start of the game. Referee, I think, was caught in traffic, so he should be on in a couple of minutes if you're wondering what the delay was. So we'll be underway in a couple of minutes. We'll just go back to a commercial break while we're waiting on Davy Grog. Referee David Grogan is there in the middle now, calling in the two captains. Betty Barlow is in there already, just waiting on Templemore captain for the toss. And it's Elaine Fitzpatrick, I think, that's going up there. And Betty Barlow won the toss there for Clonmel Commercials. It looks like they're going to play from left to right. Commercials, of course, very impressive in their semi-final against SARS with that 4-10 blitz in the opening 14 minutes of the second half, and they put the game to bed when there was only 2 points in it coming into at half time. They'll be looking for a quick start. Templemore got off to a slow start against Federer, but once they put the shoulder to the wheel, they really took control of that game. So it's more or less ready to go now. Just looking at changes there, Courtney Lonergan seems to have gone to centre forward, and Anna Carey is out with Sally Quinn living in the centre of the field. Maybe that's just for the throw in. We'll see that a lot now, but we'll follow the play. Game is on. Going down there is Niamh Mackey. Mackey giving it back there to Ciara Corbett. Giving it into the centre to Anna Carey. Carey going low down towards Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan putting it down in towards Sarah Ryan. A high ball in. Beats the two of them. Saoirse McKeever gives it back to Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan across to Ava Finness. McKeever again, and Anna Carey going down towards Aisling Dealey. Ball breaks loose, and Anya Delaney comes away with it. And Eva Armand there's a hand in there. Ball comes across this side of the field. Aaron Burke trying to come down, but Courtney Lonergan has it. Letting it off there to Aoife Campion. Campion lets it back, she gets it again. Good work here, Ciara Corbett off to Courtney Lonergan. And it's Ciara Corbett, Sarah Ryan now, back to Courtney Lonergan has it again. Anna Carey now, trying to take on the Templemore defence, and lazy hand in from Nissa Towie, it's a free in. Chance here now for Anna Carey. She's looking for options. She's gone over the far side of the field. Rachel with the wire coming forward. Giving it off to Ava Fennessy. Fennessy just took too many steps. It's a free out. Relief there for Templemore. Marie Curley going to take the free. Seems to have gone back full back. Let's it off to Anya Delaney coming short onto Elaine Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick has Delaney on her shoulder, but she's going herself. Gives it off there to Kate Delaney. Delaney onto Nessa Towie. Elaine Fitzpatrick could continue to run. Fitzpatrick kicking. And that's the first score of the game. A super score there from Elaine Fitzpatrick. Templemore lead. Nadine Muller will take the kick out. A few players running short, but she's going to go long. Taken there by Niamh Mackey, gives it off to the far side of the field. Coming in there, Kate Barlow, but she was bottled up by Anya Delaney. Managed to get the ball off. And Ciara Corbett coming forward. Courtney Lonergan over on the far side of the field. Ciara Corbett had continued her run. And Corbett is fouled by Nessa Towie. Rachel O'Dwyer has made a great run on this side of the field. Erin Burke managed to intercept it. Ball goes loose. Burke goes down over it, gives it off to Nessa Towie, and Templemore building on the far side with Donny Ryan. Gives it back to Towie. Towards Jill Johnson. She just flicked it on. And there's a chance here now for Templemore as Kate Delaney comes forward. Delaney gives it off the far side to Anya Delaney. Facing Sally Quinlivan. Tries to give it back to Kate Delaney. Being bottled up. Ball goes loose and Aoife Campion is coming out with it. It's off there to Courtney Lonergan in the middle of the field. Off to Ava Fennessy. She's coming up over halfway. Still going. Let's it off to Anna Carey. Carey finds Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan with the punt in. But it's well taken by Grania Gleeson. Let's it off to Erin Burke. And Campion got the touch in, but Templemore coming away with it. Nessa Towie. Towie taking on Ciara Corbett. And she's still going. Finds Kate Delaney, and there's a chance here for Templemore. She's been held up. Gives it back to Towie. She'll try and get it on that left foot. Gives it back to Delaney again. She's been held up. Katie Burke now, back to Nessa Towie. Towie kicks it along the ground and it's gone wide. It's the first wide of the game. Nadine Mullery goes long. That's to Niamh Mackey. Rachel O'Dwyer coming forward. She couldn't take it, and Erin Burke has come onto it. Burke has started this game well. And then Fitzpatrick into Kate Delaney. But Tanya Peters, good defending there. And the chance of a counter attack here now. Courtney Lonergan goes low. But Iris Kaiser gets the foot in. And Kaiser has it again. She's coming forward and she's fouled. Quick free taken towards Nessa Towie. With ball beats the two of them, but Towie has it again from Elaine Fitzpatrick. Good running here from Jill Johnson. She couldn't take it. And Kate Barlow's going to come out with it. And Barlow is fouled there by Jill Johnson. Niamh Mackey takes the free down towards Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan giving it off there to Anna Carey. Carey coming forward. Facing Maria Curley. Managed to give it off to Rachel O'Dwyer, and there's a chance here. Gives it off to Sarah Ryan. Ryan with that left foot. She was very dangerous the last day. Trying to make an angle. Looking for options. Chance here. It's gone wide. Aisling Daly with the effort. The first wide for Clonmel Commercials. Just a point in the game so far. Early score from Elaine Fitzpatrick. Drew Johnson now to kick out. Goes straight down the middle towards Nessa Towie. Ball breaks and it's Rachel O'Dwyer giving it off to Ava Fennessy. Giving it inside, but there was a foul there. There was a pull, I'm not sure who it was. It's going to be a free in for Clonmel Commercials. Sarah Ryan is going to come out and take it. It's just on the corner of the D. Sarah Ryan kicking, and that's going to drop short. And Ruth Johnson had to get the hand onto it, and Maria Connolly comes out with it. There's it off to Anya Delaney. Delaney playing deep. Templemore counter-attacking now. Mr. Towie. Anya Delaney continue to run. Towie has it again. Gets it back. Anya Delaney moving forward. Taking on Niamh Mackey. Delaney getting bottled up. Ball is on the ground, and Rachel O'Dwyer is going to come out with it. Anna Carey now coming up over halfway. Courtney Lanigan is off her shoulder. Lanigan has it. She gives it back there to Tanya Peters. Peters looking for options, gives it back to Ciara Corbett. She's under pressure, but ball is on the ground. Tanya Peters picks it up. Anna Carey now just taking her time, looking for the best option. Tries to find Courtney Lanigan. Lanigan manages to keep it. Going down into the corner towards Sarah Ryan. Oh, there was a collision there, but Maria Kearney has ended up on the ground. It's just an accidental collision. It was a case of one of them was going to get hurt, and Maria Kearney, the unlucky one, that came off worse in the tackle. Gives the Templemore backroom team a chance to come in and talk to some of the players. See Johnny Nevin and Alan Kavanagh going around to their players at the moment, giving a bit of a talk. Curley is back on her feet. She seems to be alright. It's going to be an indirect free for Sarah Ryan and Clonmel Commercials. It's going low down towards Saoirse McKeever. McKeever being held up. Ball goes loose. Rachel O'Dwyer off the Eva Fennessy. Fennessy coming forward. Oh, there's a chance here for Anna Carey. Carey gives it back. Commercials looking for the best option. It comes back to Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan coming forward outside of the boat. Oh, that's gone wide. Second wide for Commercials, and still there's only 1 point scored so far. Ruth Johnson, she's going to go over the far side of the field. Ball pressed, and it's on to Delaney coming forward. Delaney, she's after carrying it 50 yards. Good hand in, and Commercials have a chance now with the counter attack. Anna Carey. Carey running straight at Maria Kearney, gives it off to Eva Fennessy into Saoirse McKeever. McKeever been bottled up by Aaron Burke. Ball has gone loose. It's Rachel O'Dwyer, gives it back to the on-rushing Niamh Mackey. But there was an advantage there. And it's going to be a free in for Clonmel Commercials. Grania Gleeson seemed to pick up a knock there for Templemore as well. Anna Carey looking for options, goes back towards Ciara Corbett. Kate Barlow coming forward. Gives it on to Sally Quinlivan. Quinlivan onto Eva Fennessy. Fennessy still going forward. She's been held back by Maria Curley. It's a free in. Fennessy looks dangerous anytime she gets in the ball, and Templemore are trying to close her down every time she gets possession. Sarah Ryan kicks, and Sarah Ryan puts it over the bar. The sides are level. It's a point apiece. Ruth Johnson takes the kick out. Nessa Towie letting it off to Maria Curley. She's been held back but managed to break the tackle off to Kate Delaney. And Delaney has room here, and she has Jill Johnson off her shoulder. Johnson back to Kate Delaney. Delaney gives it back to Nessa Towie. On to Delaney. Oh, great block down. A super block down there. I think it was Betty Barlow that was there. Templemore come back with Maria Curley. Up to Kate Delaney. Back to Nessa Towie. Curley coming forward now. Commercial's playing with two banks of defence there, trying to close off the options. Ball is back with the lane Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick goes over the far side towards Anya Delaney. Danny Ryan. Ryan kicking. That ball has gone wide. It's a second wide there for Templemore. It's a really tight game now at the moment. Like, nobody willing to give any edge now. Kick out taken short there to Betty Barlow. Goes round Katie Burke. No, Danny Ryan takes a quick free, but Tanya Peters is over to block it off, and ball's going to go wide. Quick thinking there by Danny Ryan when Betty Barlow was out of position with the quick free, but Tanya Peters done well to get across. Nadine Mullery takes the kick out. Ball has gone loose, and it's Nessa Towie. Kate Delaney giving it off to Elaine Fitzpatrick. And Courtney Lonergan picks it up for commercials, and Ciara Corbett is coming forward. Corbett held up, but managed to give it off to Courtney Lonergan. Aoife Campion is off her shoulder, and if she sees her and she spotted her. Now Campion coming forward, facing Erin Burke. Burke just pulled her back, and commercial slowed down for a minute. Courtney Lonergan gives it into the middle and gets it back again. Ball in towards Anna Carey. She couldn't take it, and Jill Johnson comes forward. Hand in there by Niamh Mackey. And commercials are coming forward again with Courtney Lonergan giving it off to Sally Quinlivan, who started the move. And here's a chance for Eva Fennessy, but there was Eva Ormond just put her off, and the ball broke loose, and Templemore coming out with it with Elaine Fitzpatrick off to Nessa Towie. Towie using that pace of hers, still going. She's up over the 40. She leaves the ball behind, but she still has control of it. Ends up on the ground. under pressure there from Niamh Mackey. Towie managed to give it off there to Kate Delaney. Delaney into the centre to Jill Johnson. Johnson kicking, that ball's going to drop short, and Nadine Mullery safe as a house in the goal. Commercials look to counter. Betty Barlow, the captain, coming forward. Oh, she's travelled a long way here. Managed to give it off to Anna Carey. Carey still going forward, trying to get the kick in, and that's gone inside the post. It's gone over the bar. Super score. That all came from a counter attack started back in the full back line by Betty Barlow as we pause for the water break. Commercials lead by 2 points to 1. Here. Am I muted? Am I muted? Here, I don't. Commercials back out, Templemore just coming back out onto the field. 19.5 minutes on the clock. I see Rachel and Damien Johnson over there on the far side of the field. 17 years married today, and this is where they're spending their anniversary. Fair play to them, you see them at every Templemore game. 2 daughters playing, of course. As Damien said earlier on, if he built a garage, he would have backed out a bit quicker. And we'll resume with a kick out from Ruth Johnson for Templemore. Commercials leading by 2 points to 1. It comes off the chest to Maria Curley. Ava Armand coming out with it. Ava Armand is fouled. Takes the free quick to Elaine Fitzpatrick. Manages to let it off towards Nessa Towie. Towie gives it back to Fitzpatrick. Nessa Towie coming up over the 40. Gets inside Ciara Corbett. She's still going. Gives it inside. Oh, super full back play by Betty Barlow. Barlow gives it off to Courtney Lonergan and Ciara Corbett. But Erin Burke is in there again. Gives it back to Kate Delaney. Delaney trying to find Anya Delaney on the far side. Little 1-2 there with Danny Ryan, and Anya Delaney is kicking, and it's gone across the face of the goal, and it's gone wide. It's a third wide for Templemore. Nadine Mullery taking the kick out. Goes straight down the middle towards Courtney Lonergan, but Katie Burke got the hand in, and Kate Delaney comes forward. Delaney kicking from the edge of the D. Oh, that's another way for Templemore. Templemore closing down these kickouts. Mullery goes long this time, but ball breaks and Courtney Lonergan manages to pick it up. Off over the far side. Two hops there from Sally Quinlivan.
Come on, girls. Off we go.
And then Fitzpatrick managed to get it off there at the free. And Templemore trying to build over in the corner. Anya Delaney with the head down. She's been bottled up, but she's won the free. Katie Burke's going to take this. Burke kicking, and that's another wide for Templemore. These wides are creeping up now, that's their fifth. Nadine Mullery takes the kick out. Hand on there, and commercials are building. Ball comes into the middle to Courtney Lonergan. She couldn't take it. Elaine Fitzpatrick has it back, gives it off to Danny Ryan. Down into the corner there towards Kate Delaney. Taking on Tanya Peters and Aoife Campion. She's still going. Gives it off to Danny Ryan. Oh, there's a player loose inside. Towie, oh, she couldn't take it. She swings at it and it's gone wide. She couldn't take it first time. She snuck in there from midfield. And it's gone wide, and it's a huge let-off for Clonmel Commercials. Nadine Mullery tests the kick out, and Templemore win it again with Elaine Fitzpatrick. Gives it off there to Jill Johnson. Johnson gives it off to Anya Delaney. Oh, and Danny Ryan. Ryan shoots. Oh, it's a super save. Oh, super save from Nadine Mullery. Danny Ryan has snuck in and the left foot is shot, but a super save from Nadine Mullery. And the Commercials goal is leading the charm of life in the last couple of minutes. Templemore need to make this pressure count. They've had 2 goal chances now in the last 2 minutes. Nessa Towie will take the 45. Erin Burke is there. Burke comes forward, gives it off to Towie again. Towie trying to make an angle. Courtney Lonergan putting under pressure. Ball out here, Kate Delaney going down over it. Taking on Ciara Corbett, and the shoulder came in there from Rachel O'Dwyer. Free taken quickly by Elaine Fitzpatrick, and it's Maria Curley coming forward. Curley gives it on to the all-Russian Danny Ryan, or it was Jill Johnson, and there's a foul there by Elaine Fitzpatrick. And it seems that it's a foul on Elaine Fitzpatrick. But he's going to throw it in. There must have been something said there. And Sally Quinlivan gets the hand in, and the ball coming out there with Niamh Mackey. Mackey ends up on the ground, and Maria Curley comes forward, giving it down into the corner. Free taken quickly, but it wasn't taken from the right position. Kick taken back to Jill Johnson, giving it back to Nessa Towie again. Towie trying to burst the speed into it. She's going across goal. Danny Ryan And Courtney Lonergan wins the free. He's back there to leave Mackie to take it. Mackie tried to find Campion, but once again Aaron Burke is back there, but couldn't hold on to possession. Ava Finnessy coming forward, puts it down towards Saoirse McGeever. Oh, the ball's gone loose. Here's McGeever with a chance. Oh, she should have kicked the first time. Instead she picked it up, but the ball is still there. It sends up, it's gone over the bar. And I think it was Sarah Ryan that had the last shot. It's 3 points to 1. But there was a goal chance there if McKeever had to left flying the ground. But she chose to pick it, and the Templemore defence bottled her up. But Commercial got a point out of it. Great take there by Anya Grieve. And then Fitzpatrick coming forward now. Gives it off there to Kate Delaney. Delaney still going forward. Oh, there's a chance. And here's Katie Burke. Burke! Oh, it's another great save! It's another great save by Nadine Mullery. Katie Burke bearing down and going. And Mullery just stood tall, made herself as wide as possible, and the ball went out for 45. Templemore take it quickly. Jill Johnson giving it off to Danny Ryan. Ryan trying to find it over the far side on Delaney. Ball is back with Jill Johnson. Back to Towie. Towie's got a kick. And it's another wide for Templemore. The shooting from Templemore is leaving a lot to be desired. They've had 3 great goal scoring opportunities. And they've also kicked 7 wides. Oh, the kick-out's intercepted by Katie Burke. Burke is through this time. And it's in the net. Katie Burke, from the mistake from the kick-out. Betty Barno wasn't able to take it. And Burke went through and Templemore in front. It's 1-1 to 4 points. Or 1-1 to 3 points, sorry. Templemore put pressure on the kick-out again, and it's Jill Johnson. Oh, Anna Carey was back there, got a vital hand in. And Commercials look to come forward. Ball is in the centre, and it's Ciara Corbett giving it off to Courtney Lonergan. Rachel O'Dwyer onto Ava Finnessy. Finnessy trying to burst it through Anya Greed, and Greed, just like her brother Tony, knows when to put in the cynical tackle. And the referee's going to talk to her. And it's just a ticking. Courtney Lonergan takes it short, gets the ball back from Niamh Mackey, and Ava Finnessy now coming forward. Finnessy, oh, she tried to find Ciara Corbett, but Corbett managed to pick it up, gives it off to Sarah Ryan. Ryan gives it in to Niamh Mackey. Oh, there's a chance here now. Ciara Corbett. The referee was playing an advantage, and the referee's talking to Elaine Fitzpatrick for something she said. There's a chance here now for Sarah Ryan to level it up as we come up towards half time. Sarah Ryan kicking, and that's going to go wide. No, it's dropped short, and the ball's going out for 45. Referee just telling Courtney Lonergan to bring it in more centre. kick goes short, and then Fitzpatrick put her body in and she won the free. And Templemore are going to look to take a quick one. Nessatowi slows it down, and Maria Curley will come forward to take it. Gives it over this side to Aaron Burke. Burke onto Jill Johnson. Johnson takes on Rachel Dwyer and beats her. Templemore look dangerous every time they run. And Johnson's still going forward and she's fouled. And just as we said, Anya Delaney, Danny Ryan, Kate Delaney and Jill Johnson, every time they get the ball, they're looking to run at that Commercial's defence. Free is taken back there to Elaine Fitzpatrick. To Nessatowi, and Fitzpatrick has it again. She's coming forward. And Kate Delaney couldn't take it. And Kate Barlow manages to get the ball out, but Danny Ryan has it back for Templemore. Ryan trying to shoot, and that's another wide for Templemore. Templemore are going to press in this kick out again. Nadine Mullery puts it down this side of the field. Aaron Burke is in there, and Burke is fouled. Burke gives it back to Maria Curley. Curley onto Elaine Fitzpatrick. And Aaron Burke and Maria Curley's loose on the far side, and Maria Curley has it. Curley coming forward, facing Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan holds her up. Aaron Burke has it again. Gives it off to Danny Ryan. Ryan, great block down, great hand in there by Courtney Lonergan, and it's half time. Half time here in the UL Arena here in Limerick. And it's Templemore who lead at half time in a score of 1-1 to 3 points in the Tipperary Ladies Football Senior B County Final. I suppose the difference being that goal by Katie Burke from the short kick out that she intercepted and went through, but Templemore did have 3 good goal chances as well. They've also kicked 8 wides, so they're going to have a lot to work on, and so will Clonmel Commercials. But at half time here, it's Templemore 1-1, Clonmel Commercials 3 points. Join us again after the break. Welcome back to UL for the start of the second half. One change on the commercials team. Number 17, Anna Morris is in instead of Aisling Daly. And we're back underway again. And straight away there's a push in the back on Sally Quinlivan, and it's free. And Anna Carey goes down into the corner towards Sarah Ryan. Taking on Maria Connolly, goes low in towards Saoirse McGeever. Onto Anna Carey. Oh, there's a great chance here. Ava Fennessy. Fennessy goes low. Oh, that's a super save from Ruth Johnson. It deflects it over the bar. The sides are level, but it could have easily been a goal. Would have been a super start to the second half for commercials. Kick goes to the far side. Aaron Burke is fouled. Maria Connolly gives it back to Iris Kaiser. Kaiser comes forward, giving it off towards Anya Delaney. Delaney couldn't take it first time. She goes back to retrieve it. Gives it off to Anya Greed. Greed loses possession. And Ava Fennessy gives it in towards Sarah Ryan. Ryan kicks left-footed and commercials are in front. Good start here to the second half from Clonmel commercials. It's 1-1 to 5 points. Ruth Johnson will take the kick out. Goes over the far side. Ball breaks. It's a free out for Templemore. Eva Orman coming forward, but Anna Morris managed to intercept it. Anna Carey coming forward. Still Carey goes. Running at that Templemore defence, and she's fouled. Sarah Ryan has a chance to put two between them. Right. Sarah Ryan kicks it. And it's gone over the bar. That's her fourth score. Her second from a free. Ruth Johnson takes the kick this side, but ball breaks loose and it's Danny Ryan. Maria Connolly giving it off there to Nessa Towie. To Jill Johnson. Johnson comes forward. She's on the Delaney with her. Or no, it's Kate Delaney, sorry. Kate Delaney still going forward. Delaney kicks, she was held back, but Delaney puts it over the bar. It's her first score of the game, and it's a 1 point game again. Maybe Mullery has to kick out towards Sally Quinlivan. Gives it off to Betty Barlow. Barlow trying to take on Nessa Towie. Comes forward. Ciara Corbett. Back to Barlow, who'd continue to run onto Anna Carey. Ball comes forward here with Niamh Mackey. Mackey gives it into the middle to Ciara Corbett, who gives it to Courtney Lonergan. Ava Fennessy now puts the head down and goes. Gives it inside towards Saoirse McGeever. She's been held back. McGeever still has it. Oh, she tried to find Anna Morris, but it's gone away wide. It's only commercials third wide this evening. Templemore with 8 in the first half. Referee just stopping play at the moment. Irish Kaiser seem to pick up a knock there. She seems to be all right again. Ruth Johnson takes the kick out on Delaney. She couldn't take it. Saoirse McKeever, Eva Fennessy coming forward. Fennessy still going on. Shoulder in by Anya Delaney, but it's a free in. Fennessy is back on her feet, and there's a chance here for Sarah Ryan. Ryan kicks it and puts it over the bar. Commercials lead by 2. Kick goes towards Maria Curley, and she took a heavy belt there from Courtney Lonergan. Kick taken to Maria Connolly and to Elaine Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick coming forward. Gives it back to Maria Connolly. On to Nessa Towie. Towie gives it off inside. Oh, there's great movement here. Elaine Fitzpatrick coming forward. And it's another white for Templemore. Lady Motherly takes the kick out, but Danny Ryan tried to come onto it, but it falls to Maria Curley. Curley finds Danny Ryan. She's held up. And she's a free in. A chance here to close the gap to the bare minimum again. Towie kicks, and that's gone over the far side. Ball is kept in play by Jill Johnson. Johnson been held up, gives it off to Kate Delaney. Delaney comes forward, kicks, and she's put it over the bar. Second point since half time. 1-3-7. Kick out is intercepted again, and it's Anya Delaney coming forward. Delaney kick, oh, great block down there by Niamh Mackey. Jill Johnson has it back for Templemore. Gives it back to Nessa Towie. Elaine Fitzpatrick now. Ball is with Danny Ryan now. Ryan kicks. And that ball is going to go away wide. Tanya Peters actually keeps it in play. Gives it off to Betty Barlow. Courtney Lonergan. Back to Barlow. This is Courtney Lonergan now. And Anna Carey. Carey under pressure from Grania Gleeson. Gives it into the middle to Sally Quinlivan. And Quinlivan took too much out of it. Game starting to open up now. Free taken quickly to Maria Curley. Curley finds Danny Ryan. Elaine Fitzpatrick coming forward. Back to Danny Ryan again. Gives it across into the centre, but she was being fouled. And it's a free in. And then Fitzpatrick puts it over the far side towards Anya Delaney. Aaron Burke picks it up and Grania Gleeson comes forward. It's off to Jill Johnson. Tanya Peters comes away with it though. Gives it off to Ava Fennessy. Fennessy comes forward. Over onto the far side, the ball goes loose though. It's Jill Johnson that comes forward with it, but there's a Commercials player down the ground. It looks like Aoife Campion. Campion is back on her feet. Should be okay. Nessa Towie goes along with the free. Betty Barlow comes out to it, the ball breaks, and Courtney Lonergan will come forward. He gets it off to Anna Carey. Saoirse McGeever now. Back to Anna Carey again, back to Courtney Lonergan actually. On to Ciara Corbett. Saoirse McGeever gives it back to Sally Quinlivan. And Commercial's been patient here. Eva Fennessy trying to come forward. After Aoife Campion onto the on-rushing Courtney Lonergan. And the ball's gone inside. It breaks, and it's on the ground, and it's Iris Kaiser that comes out with it. And Kaiser was fouled. Maria Curley's going to take the free. There was a run there by Eva Armand and she spotted her. And yeah, Fitzpatrick now coming forward. Under pressure from Sally Quinlivan. Managed to give it back to Nessa Towie. Towie with a great ball into Kate Delaney. And Delaney getting inside Betty Barlow. Barlow does well to hold her up. Ball comes back to Nessa Towie. Towie kicks it. And it's gone wide. Ten wides for Templemore now. Will have been made around. Kick comes to Betty Barlow. Barlow still coming forward. Takes on Maria Curley. Gives it off to Courtney Lonergan. Great ball in towards Sarah Ryan. Ryan giving it on towards Saoirse McGeever, but Iris Kaiser is back there. And Kaiser wins the free. Free is taken quickly. Sarah Ryan intercepts it. Off to Eva Fennessy. Fennessy kicking. And that's gone wide. There's a commercial players on the ground. Courtney Lonergan, it seems. So over 14 minutes gone in the second half. Still only 1 point between them. Ruth Johnson takes the kick out over the far side. The ball's gone loose. And Commercials win the free. Free is taken quickly. Aoife Campion gives it off to Eva Fennessy. Fennessy been held back and it's a free in. And the referee's going to talk to Grania Gleeson. Just takes her name. Sarah Ryan will come forward. She'd look to put over her 6th point of the evening. 2 from play and 3 free so far. Sarah Ryan kicks. Ball's going to drop short and it's deflected over the bar by Maria Curley. That ball could have easily ended up in the net. And Clonmel Commercials lead by 2. 15 and a half gone in the second half. Ruth Johnson tests the kick out, goes down the far side again. Ball breaks loose. It's Eva Fennessy. She's really coming into her own now at this stage. It's back to Aoife Campion. Niamh Mackey. Oh, it's a good hand in, but ball goes loose over the far side. Sarah Ryan has it. Ryan gives it back to Eva Fennessy. Commercials have loads of players on this side of the field that they're spotted, but Grania Gleeson intercepts it. And Templemore need to get support up forward. Jill Johnson coming forward. She's been chased down by Tanya Peters and there was a foul in there as well. It was Anna Carey that committed the foul. Ball back with Elaine Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick coming forward, been held back by Eva Fennessy. It's another free in. Kick taken across towards Maria Curley. Curley battling there with Ciara Corbett and Curley comes out the better of it. Taking on Anna Morris now, she's still going. Gives it off to Nessa Towie. Towie onto Danny Ryan. Ryan trying to get onto that left foot. Ball dropped short and Nadine Mullery managed to get it away. And Kate Barlow gives it off there to Anna Morris. Morris finds Rachel O'Dwyer loose on this side of the field. Ball is onto Saoirse McGee. Back to Rachel O'Dwyer again. Eva Fennessy. Good ball. It's Anna Carey. Carey was being pushed in the back. And there's another chance here for Sarah Ryan to open up a 3-point lead. And here comes Sarah Ryan kicking, and Sarah Ryan puts it over the bar. And we're going to pause for the water break. And Commercials have a 3-point lead at this stage. This next 60 seconds is going to be vital. Sarah Ryan has now kicked a total of 7 points. And Templemore really can't afford to be giving away frees at this stage. Don't forget, of course, that this is Tipperary Ladies Football Adult County Final weekend. This is the first of 5 games we'll be covering. Tomorrow we're in Sean Tracy Park for the Junior B County Final between Silvermines and Gurton Glengoule, and then at 2:30 it's going to be McCarthy Borris and Mullinahone. As we said earlier, Willie Flynn versus Paul Kelly. And then on Sunday we have the intermediate final between Galtee Rovers and last year's beaten finalists against Ardfinnan. Ardfinnan last year's Junior A County champions. And then the showpiece final at 2:30 Sunday in Latin is Brian Bruce and Aherlow. Aherlow in their third final in a row. The two of them teams met 2 years ago. Aherlow got the better of them. Aherlow were beaten after extra time last year against Kerr, so they'll be looking to go one better again this year. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified of all the games as they come live over the weekend. It costs nothing, it's free, and the more subscribers that are there, the more exposure Tipperary ladies football will be getting. We've almost hit the 400,000 mark of viewers, huge amount of viewers tuning in this year for Tipperary ladies football, and huge exposure for the games. So make sure to subscribe to that to get updated on all games. Clonmel commercials are coming back out on the field. Alan Cavan and Johnny Nevin still have Templemore over in the far off corner. Templemore team are out. Tara Hoare is on the Templemore team. Part of the Tipperary minor panel this year, so she'll be a huge addition coming in. Kick falls to Eva Fennessy, Anna Carey now. Sarah Ryan puts it over this side of the field towards Anna Morris. Oh, she took that well. Gives it back to Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan has it again. Ball breaks loose. Aoife Campion on the ground, back to Sarah Ryan. Ryan kicking, different class. Sarah Ryan with a red point, and commercials have gone 4 ahead at a vital stage. Got to feel Templemore are going to have to create a goal chance. Ruth Johnson goes down this side of the field. Ball breaks loose, but Anna Carey is there to pick it up again for commercials as she's won the free. Referee David Grogan just telling her to go back, and it's taken off to Rachel O'Dwyer, or to Niamh Mackey, sorry, after Eva Fennessy. Back to Anna Carey. Commercials just playing keep ball here, taking their time. Kick comes in. Oh, the ball's breaking loose and there's a chance. A ball is in the net and it's Rachel O'Dwyer who scores it. Ball dropped in, an awkward ball there for Ruth Johnson. Ball broke and Rachel O'Dwyer, who manages to sneak in and puts out. And there's another chance here, Sarah Ryan. Ryan kicking, she dinks it in. Oh, it's just gone over the bar. Sarah Ryan with another score, her 9th. Ruth Johnson to take the kick out. Comes this side and it's Gráinne Gleeson giving it off to Nessa Towie. Towie comes forward. Templemore need to respond quick. Elaine Fitzpatrick. Seems a long time since she opened the scoring. Gives it off to Kate Delaney. Delaney kicking, and that's another wide for Templemore. And their shooting is really letting down this evening. Templemore need to push up with this kick out. But the ball is taken by Anna Carey. Carey giving it up, but intercepted by Maria Curley. Curley trying to show some leadership. She's still going. Puts it down into the corner to Danny Ryan. Chance for Elaine Fitzpatrick. Once again it goes to the left and wide. Kick taken there to Anna Carey. Off to Kate Barlow. Barlow bars straight into Maria Curley. It's a free in. Curley looking to take it quickly. Nobody moving for her. She managed to give it off to Elaine Fitzpatrick. Back to Curley. Curley going forward. Ball is across to Nessa Towie. It's on the ground. Back to Danny Ryan. Ryan kicks it and Ryan puts it over the bar. Kick is over the far side, but Sally Couldn't is fouled. Anya Creek coming on to this now, and Kate Delaney comes forward, gives it on to the on-rushing Maria Curley. Curley bearing down a goal. Curley kicks it, that ball's going to drop short, and Nadine Mullery gives it off to Betty Barlow. And Sally Quinlivan gives it off to Eva Fennessy. Fennessy takes on Gráinne Gleeson. Courtney Lonergan, and she's a player here loose, Anna Morris gives it on, and Saoirse McKeever gave her on the left foot, gives it back to Anna Morris though, back to McKeever. They're looking for the better option, and it's Eva Fennessy coming through, a chance to settle the deal, but there was hands in there and put her under pressure, and the ball has come wide. Ruth Johnson goes down the far side, but Commercials have it back again. But Jill Johnson manages to win it back for Templemore. Nessa Towie gives it back to Johnson. Johnson leaves it behind her, but she managed to pick it up. She's on the ground. Seemed to throw that ball, but the referee says play away. There's a commercial player down on the far side of the field, but we play away. And the referee calling for an advantage, Elaine Fitzpatrick, who's been held back. Seems like it's, is it Aoife Campion? It's down injured on the far side. They're still play continues with Gráinne Gleeson. Gleeson onto Elaine Fitzpatrick. And gives it off Maria Curley onto Eva Ormond. Ormond gives it inside to Elaine Fitzpatrick. And they're lining up here. Kick coming in from Kate Delaney, and it goes off the top of the upright and over the bar. That's Delaney's third point. Templemore trying to close down this kick out. Betty Barlow is taking it. Barlow goes over this side. Ball breaks and Eva Ormond comes forward with it. Gives it off to Elaine Fitzpatrick. Templemore showing a bit of fight here. Danny Ryan. Ryan gives it back to Eva Ormond. Ormond kicks it. The ball's going to drop short. No, it's gone over the bar. And Eva Ormond puts it over the bar. And it's 5-point game. Templemore, there's a kick in him yet. With 4 minutes to go. whatever injury time David Grogan let on, but Eva Finnessy went short for the kick out, and she's going to carry this ball. Gets it up as far as halfway. Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan been held up. Gives it back to Finnessy. On to the on-rushing Anna Carey. Carey couldn't take it first time, but she managed to get it up again. Taking on Maria Curley. Carey still going. Tries to find the angle for herself. That ball's going to drop wide. It's a 6th wide for Clonmel Commercials.
That's it, Kira. Go up, Kira.
Ruth Johnson takes the kick out, but Sally Quinlivan intercepted it, and it's Sarah Ryan again. Ryan, that's a danger ball. That's Saoirse McGeever. Anna Morris trying to keep it in, but it's gone wide. Kick is taken short, but it's intercepted, and it's Saoirse McGeever, and Johnson is pulling out of her, and David Grogan has a decision to make. Sarah Ryan kicking, and Sarah Ryan has kicked 10 points this evening.
Come on, girl, let's contest this kick out again. Let's go. Pressure, pressure. Go, Anna, come on. Back again.
Connie Gleeson coming forward here.
Back again. Come on, Pete.
Kick taken here to Eva Armour. Nessa Towie giving it off to Elaine Fitzpatrick. Hand in there by Sally Quinlivan. She's not giving Caitlin anything soft. Quinlivan landed on the ball. The referee's going to throw it in. Anna Carey wins the free. Kick taken back to Betty Barlow. Barlow back to Anna Carey. Niamh Mackey puts it into the centre, and here comes Courtney Lonergan. Lonergan, she has players left and right. Saoirse McGeever. McGeever kicks and she puts it over the bar. What a time to get her first score of the game. 7 points in it. It's 113 to 16. Jill Johnston over the far side to Grania Gleeson. Gleeson under pressure, but she's won the free. And Commercials are still complaining. Here comes Kate Delaney, one of Templemore's better players this evening. Delaney still coming forward. She's been held up. Oh, it's a super block down. A super block down by Niamh Mackey. And Commercials come forward again. Ciara Corbett, or Kate Barlow, sorry. Saoirse McGeever, hand in there from Anya Grieve. Ball was spread along the ground. Templemore have it back with Elaine Fitzpatrick. It's a free in for Templemore, taken quickly, given to Elaine Fitzpatrick. Jill Johnson coming forward. Johnson held back, and it's a free in. There's players cramping up all over the field now at this stage. They're all commercial players that are on the ground, and maybe they're trying to kill the game. And it's another wide for Templemore. Betty Barrett had the kick out. Eva Fennessy come forward, and it's all over. It's all over here in UL. And Clonmel Commercials are the 2021 Tipperary Ladies Football County Senior B champions. They've won out here on a score of 112 to 16. 113 to 16, sorry. And the goal from Rachel at the wire in the second half really sealed the deal for them. But Sarah Ryan with 10 points for Commercials, 6 frees and 4 from play, and they really showed a difference. But Commercials are the champions. Templemore are going to rule them missed chances, the 3 goal chances in the first half. They also kicked 13 wides and 13 wides from scoreable positions. If they had to get half of them, maybe they would have been a lot closer. We're going to see if we can get to talk to a couple of the players, and the presentation will also be taking place in a couple of minutes.
start of our county finals weekend, and what a game we had. It's an awful pity we had to come into Limerick to play it though, but that's a whole different story. I usually thank the club for hosting us, but I can't do that tonight. But Templemore, you know, it takes two teams to make a good game, and that was a great game. As I said there, the start of our championship finals weekend, and what a game to start with. That should whet the appetite from anybody that's interested in Tipperary ladies football to watch the rest of the games for the rest of the weekend. So Clonmel commercials, you had a long journey up, but I think you'll find that it was well worth it. And without further ado, I'll present to Anne, or to Betty, sorry, Betty.
Thank you very much. Firstly, I'd just like to thank everyone for coming. I know it was a long trip to Limerick, but I think it was worth it for the game that unfolded. Templemore, that was an absolutely brilliant match. I think it's been one of the best matches we've had all year, and the girls will completely agree with it. The pace of it, the 4G, I think everything complemented the game that both teams wanted to play. So thanks very much. And I think the match could have gone either way. In the end, it was just lucky that it was us that came out on the right end of it. To our team, girls, well done. It was some performance. I think we pulled it out eventually in the end of the bag, or in the end of the day. It was tough going, but everyone stood up. In the end, the same as Lara said, thanks to you all for the facilities. It was unreal to play down here. A huge thanks also to our management team. So we had unbelievable management this year. We had Brian, Pat, Rachel was helping us out, our physio Neve, and most of all our manager Michael. I don't think any of us could say enough good words about Michael. He's brought us to a new level in terms of our football. Every one of us have developed individually, but as a team I think we've come on in huge steps, and it's great to get our first piece of silverware at silver level. So thanks a million, Michael, for that. Thanks so much. Thanks also to the ref and to his officials for letting the game flow. It was really good, and I'm sure it was exciting for everyone to watch. That's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks to the county board as well for the weekend of football. I know it'll be good matches too. That's it from me. Off commercials.
Betty Barlow, Anna Carey, County B champions. Sounds good.
Yeah, look, it's been a long time coming, to be honest. We've been thereabouts in the championship for the past few years, so it's nice to actually finally get over the line. It was a great game as well. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're wrecked after
really.
it. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. I think it's a step in the right direction for us, and hopefully we can kind of push it on in the coming years.
Yeah, because Anna, Templemore, they put up to you there in the first half. They kicked 10 wides, but Nadine Mullery put off 3 great saves as well.
Yeah. No, we were very lucky in the first half there. Templemore played well against Feathers, but I suppose we didn't expect them to put up as well of a fight as they did, and it was an amazing fight. We were hoping to be in the A final, and we were in the B, and we had a battle in the B, to be fair, but
yeah,
sure.
Nadine in goal is
Nadine in goal, and
yeah.
she was very injured as well. She was one of the star players today. She could have come off at any time. She was extremely injured, and she stuck it out. She really had her backs, and
yeah, she actually dislocated her knee at training last Friday, was it?
Yeah,
so to even get her onto the pitch for us today was absolutely unbelievable.
And great, so.
You never told us that when we were talking to each other the week.
We didn't want to spill our secrets then. Yeah.
But I suppose when you did get the ball forward and you managed to create plenty of chances, and the frees, I suppose, win a free, it's more or less guaranteed. Like Sarah Ryan had 10 points there.
Yeah, look, we've super forwards. Anna, Ava, Sarah is so accurate off the frees. Saoirse McGeever, they're all brilliant, and when they work together and when we can get the ball up to them, they'll do damage. That's really it. And on a big pitch like this, I'd say you love the space once we could get ourselves into it. But yeah, Sarah is brilliant. She's been brilliant for us for years, so it's good to see her getting to perform in a final like that.
Yeah, and I suppose the way we spoke during the week, you're not that far behind at the A. I suppose that's the next step now for next year.
Yeah, we've a young team. I'm one of the oldest on it. They're all 20, 18, 19 years old, so we've time to push on, and I think now is the time to do it as well. It's a close championship. There's not much between any of the teams. I think the top 6, 7 teams in it, anyone could have ended up in the top 4. So it's it's good to watch, and I think next year it's probably anyone's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose a bit of a journey back to commercials. Will the pubs be open for you when you get back?
We have Kerry's pub to support us when we get back, but hopefully, look, we'll enjoy it anyway. We don't mind the long journey once we had the plate going home.
We're good at celebrating anyway.
Yeah. Well, lads, congratulations, and enjoy the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thanks a million.
So, Clonmel Commercials win the first county final of the weekend. They're 2021 County Senior B champions in the Tipperary ladies football, and no doubt the celebrations will go on long into the weekend. And don't forget, as we said, it's the adult county final weekend. We're in Sean Tracy Park tomorrow for the Junior B final between Gortonhoe Glengoule and Silvermines from 12:30, and then at 2:30 it's the throw-in between Mullinahone and Mycarkey Burris in the Junior A, and then Sunday we're in Latin for the intermediate final, which will take place between Galtee Rovers and Ardfinnan with a 12:30 throw-in, and then at 2:30 we have Brian Bruce and Aherlow in the senior final. So make sure to join us for all them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and just click as you're looking there now at the corner of the screen, and it'll give you a notification as all finals are being broadcast live. It costs you nothing, and we look forward to seeing you all over the weekend. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you all tomorrow in Sean Tracy Park.